Alright, today we're making pot roast. First, the things you'll need to make pot roast is a standard size crock pot with a low heat setting with a lid. You'll need a box of slow cooker liners. You'll need a box of onion soup. And you'll need tender chuck roast. This one is 2.6 pounds. Usually you'll need a chuck roast that's 2 to 3 pounds to feed 4 people. You will not need water for this recipe. Okay, the first step that we'll do is we're going to open up the box of slow cooker liners. We're going to take out one bag. You're going to open the bag and put in the crock pot. I use the slow cooker bags because it makes the meat more tender and also it makes cleaning up very easy. So what you're going to do is put the bag around, and it's okay for the edges to come over. It won't catch on fire. If you really like to, you can cut the excess off. The goal of this is to make the inside flat, like so. Alright, the next thing we'll do is we're going to open up the package of the tender chuck roast, and you're going to get the chuck roast out and simply place it in the crock pot. You don't need to cut the meat and you don't need to slice or anything. You pop it right in there. Alright, next thing we're going to do is open up the box of onion soup. Usually there's more than one package in the box. For this recipe we only need one envelope of the onion soup. You're going to tear open the package, or use scissors if you need to. And then you're going to pour the onion soup over the meat. Try to get as much of the soup over the entire roast so that way the whole roast will absorb the flavor. If you feel like you got it unevenly, I usually just use the package to sweep it across the pot roast. Like so. Alright. The next thing you'll do is you'll put the lid on your crock pot. It's okay if the bag shifts, as long as the lid is securely placed, you're good to go. The next thing you'll do is you'll plug in your crock pot. The nice thing about the crock pot is that it's very easily to be transported, so you can prepare it in a separate area and then you can take it to wherever you would like it to sit for the hours that you'll cook. After you plug it in, you'll change it to the low heat setting. After this, you're going to cook it from 5 to 7 hours. Cooking time depends on how you like your meat. If you like rough meat, you'll cook it for around 5 hours. If you like more tender meat, you'll cook it for 7 hours. So let's go ahead and plug it in. We'll come back a few hours later. Alright, after we've left it here for a couple of hours, let's go ahead and check it. So I'm going to take the lid off, and then we're going to look at the roast so you can see the final product. You can see one of the roast. Alright, the way you know it's done is if you cut into the meat, it should be pretty tender and it should come right apart. Also, the inside should be a browner tint rather than a pink tint. After this, you can set your crock pot to off, make sure you turn it off, and also unplug your crock pot. After this, serve and enjoy.